in an interview on the podcast In Good Faith with Chelsea and Judah Smith, Canadian music star Justin Bieber and his wife model Hailey Bieber recently spoke up about their marriage, shared challenges, and how the couple overcame them. The 27-year-old pop singer and the model, 24, were candid about their 3-year marriage and the challenges they have faced. In today's episode, we will talk about whether Hailey Bieber married Justin for his money or not. Justin has implied that his wife and he are having a great time sexually. One admirer questioned the performer about his daily activities at a small-scale 2020 performance in London. He said, according to E! News, "Simply put, it depends on my companion. We enjoy doing while I'm with my wife. You guys know what we do, I'm sure. That's pretty much all we do, and it gets really insane. We like to Netflix and chill," he continued, although we definitely do more of the chilling. The expression Netflix and relax is frequently used to refer to getting together or having sex. Hailey and Justin spoke with a marriage counselor soon after getting hitched, according to an interview they gave to Vogue in February 2019. Hailey stated to the media, "The fact is that marriage is incredibly difficult. That is the phrase you should use as your opening. It's fucking difficult. We frequently held discussions about what our objectives were. When we reached a certain age, where did we want to be? We often discussed wanting to be married young, have a family young, and have kids young," Baldwin uttered. Both have been quite upfront about their wish to have more children since getting married in 2019. In fact, JB stated that the couple would prefer to begin trying for a child by the end of 2021 in his just-released documentary, Justin Bieber, Our World. Marriage can be extremely challenging, they have warned. The relationship is as solid as they come, but Justin acknowledged that it isn't always the case. The musician spoke on the difficulties he had with his mental health at the time of their wedding. He stated on the podcast, "I had gone through a lot in my life. There have been so many achievements, and I have traveled and seen the entire world. And I simply reached a point where I was feeling lonely and didn't want to go it alone. I became aware that I had a lot of trauma and scars, and needed to do some substantial healing before I could be in a healthy, committed relationship. I just resolved to work on those issues and improve my health." Despite a brief separation in 2016, the pair eventually reconciled and were engaged in July of the following year. "Hailey thankfully accepted me for who I was. You've seen my heart through it all, but even after we got married, there was still a lot of harm and hurt that I needed to work through," Bieber stated. When they reconnected in 2018, Hailey claimed on their behalf that she was really into it. "I took part. I chose something. I am certain that I have loved this person for a very long time, and giving up on him now would not be the right decision. I simply wouldn't treat him that way. Imagine leaving someone behind during what could be the worst period of their life. That kind of person is not me. In light of this, I decided to persevere despite the consequence," explained Hailey. Justin said that the first year of marriage, in particular, was difficult in an interview with GQ in April. He remarked, "The first year of marriage was incredibly stressful. Because, coming back to the trauma-related material, there was a lot. Simply put, there wasn't any trust. Because it's frightening, there are a lot of things you don't want to disclose to the person you're with. Saying, 'I'm terrified,' will likely scare them away." After remaining celibate for more than a year, Justin called Hailey his prize, and the two waited until marriage before having sex. Justin admitted to having a legitimate problem with sex in the same 2019 interview with Vogue, and was more than a year into a period of self-imposed abstinence when he started rekindling his romance with Hailey. "To me, having sex may be quite painful. People may engage in sexual activity when they feel inadequate, because they don't value themselves. Both men and women engage in that," said he. "I genuinely believed it was healthier for the state of my soul. Therefore, I wanted to recommit myself to God in that sense," added he, And I think that's why Hailey came into my life as a blessing from God. It has advantages. When you behave well, you receive rewards. In the beginning, Justin admitted he was hesitant to get married out of concern for his loyalty to Hailey. In a January 2020 interview with The Ellen Show, Justin admitted that he struggled with the concept of commitment and that this made him very apprehensive before popping the question. I thought in the past we had talked about, me asking the question, and I thought she would respond, yes, the man added. He went on, is it possible for me to make this commitment as a man and to keep my word? After all, saying that you'll love someone unconditionally and remain faithful is a major commitment. That is a lot. Can I accomplish that? Because he's always wanted to be a husband, he said he finally determined he was going to make the decision and go through with it. Hailey, according to Justin, served as the inspiration for his song Yummy. The sultry song Yummy, which Justin stated was inspired by his wife, was written in January 2020 and debuted on The Ellen Show. I'm overjoyed that you're my woman and rollin' eyeballs back in my head. Make my toes curl, yeah, are only a couple of the lyrics in the song. Yep, you got that yummy yum, that yummy yummy runs the chorus. He was quick to respond when asked what the song was about, having sex. Yes, I agree, it is what it is. Now that I'm married, is this place getting warm? When they first got married, according to Hailey, things were difficult because of Justin's health issues. In a March 2020 interview with Elle, Hailey discussed how Justin's Lyme illness difficulties made things challenging for the two of them when they first started dating. When he was actually unwell and we were unsure of the cause, she recalled, it was terrible because everyone from the outside was being super harsh and critical, saying he looked like he was on drugs and stating how ill he looked. Despite the fact that Justin is now healthy, she claimed that they were immediately obliged to cope with the in sickness and in health clause of their wedding vows. We immediately started working on the challenging problems, she remarked, because anything can happen to a person's health. It's very frightening when you don't understand what's going on. And then there are all of the outsiders' opinions, which are absolutely awful. Their marriage depends heavily on their beliefs. The fact that Hailey and Justin are both fervent Christians has a significant impact on their union. Hailey referred to it as the most crucial component of their relationship in the same 2020 Elle interview. It's really important for us to be able to share that with one another, to have that tie of faith and spirituality, she said. Being members of the church family and following Jesus together. Everything is it. Hailey said that their relationship's success is a result of their faith in a June edition of her YouTube series, A Conversation With. We wouldn't even be here if we didn't have that. If it weren't for each other, she spoke. Hailey is the only constant in Justin's life, he claimed. Despite some ups and downs, the couple has made it plain that they are dependent on one another. Justin said that he is the emotionally unstable one in the relationship and that he has difficulty finding calm. In the 2019 interview with Vogue, he remarked, Hailey is very logical and structured, which I require. Being on the road and having my dad occasionally be gone when I was a child made me seek security. Because of the way I live, everything is so unpredictable. I require something I can count on, and that's my sweetheart. According to Hailey, their union is just like any other. With this, we conclude our episode for today. Comment down your views in the comments section. Thank you for watching.